our national security. We have four matters to tackle. First, following an ultimatum issued by our government, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations intervened to facilitate emergency mediation between us and the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. Our position will remain unchanged. The assassination attempt on His Majesty King Echo, who is coming out of the hospital tomorrow, amen, was an act of supreme cowardice and a violation of our sovereign dignity. However, in the interest of regional stability and out of respect for our ASEAN partners, we have agreed to a conditional de-escalation and retraction of the ultimatum. The apology we said from the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan must explicitly acknowledge the gravity of provocations leveled against us. So we tell them, make no mistake. We will once again not hesitate to, however they are brave to commit acts of violence again, we will not hesitate to give ultimatums and declare war again. Now, in between the internal crisis we are facing, no, while we have faced external threats, we must also ensure that the pillars of justice within our own borders remain untainted. It is with heavy resolve that I confirm a warrant of arrest has been issued earlier against Police General Kobe Wilbert. The charges are grave murders stemming from a violent shootout in Romblon yesterday afternoon. We tell that no man, regardless of the stars on his shoulders, is above the law. We are aware of reports suggesting that General Wilbert has been apprehended. Uh, We have instructed the National Police to remain vigilant and exercise caution. So, to maintain the continuity of governance and restore public trust in our internal security, I have implemented a leadership reshuffle. I have appointed Leon Argente, former Minister of Information, as the new Minister of Interior and Local Government effective immediately. Mr. Ardiente's extensive legal background. I know many people, if not the one of the media people who is with us today knows the extensive background. As former head of PNP Legal Services within the last few years in his other terms in other communities. No, it makes him the right choice to oversee the purification of our police force. Therefore, uh, we have also handed the operational control of the Philippine National Police to Police Colonel Gerald Joe as acting chief. Colonel Joe's mandate is simple: maintain order, cooperate fully with the murder investigation, and ensure the PNP remains a shield for the people and not a sword for anyone, powerful or not. We are a nation of laws, my dear people. Whether the threat comes from a foreign capital or from within our own command structure, the Kingdom of the Philippines will prevail through transparency and strength. Uh, I have received word that the Romblon Crown Court has issued a mistrial in regards to the case in between the prosecution versus Police General Kobe Wilbert. I believe it does not constitute an acquittal and it stems from an alleged fight when the National Bureau of Investigation apprehended the suspect. That's all from for my opening statement. I can now receive questions. We will go to an alternate setup. First from Kalayaan Broadcasting, and then to Aurora. After the media has been done with their questions, we will take questions from the members of the public. I call on a reporter from KBS, please. Kung hindi nyo, if you don't know, you're muted. Aurora muna. Okay, I call on the reporter from Aurora, please, to give questions.
No questions as for now.
Wala daw questions for now. Uh, KBS, are you ready or shall I take from the members of the public? No, public daw muna. I'll be taking questions from the public. Yes, Mr. Tachibana Ray. Is ano mangyayari kay Kobe, sir? The question is that what will happen to the police general? As I have said earlier, the judge declared a mistrial. No, coming from my legal point of view as a lawyer, is that it does not constitute an acquittal. Ibig sabihin, he is still not guilty. He is not acquitted. Although he is still also innocent since he has not been proven guilty by a court, in a court rather. Uh, in terms of what will happen is the court said the prosecution may file another case. As far as I know, he was apprehended and arrested. So I don't know where he is right now. Let us ask the NBI. I will ask them later and give you guys updates on where he is. Next question, please. If Kobe was proven not guilty from his case, what will happen? It will just prove that he did not commit murder. And he won't be jailed. Yes, Mr. Ninong Irwin. Elfie, can you take pictures? Thank you. Ba't niya
I'm
sinampahan
sorry,
ng
may
kaso?
mobile. Nasa mobile po ako, sorry.
Sige, sige. Ah, ba't niyo po sinampahan ng kaso? The role of the government is to receive cases from members of the public. For example, ako po, normal akong tao. I am a normal citizen. And then I file a case. Kasi daw, merong, ano, ah, pumatay. Let's say that someone murdered me or hurt me. I can file a case with the prosecution and the prosecution will file a case. Sino ba yung prosecution? Who is the prosecution? The prosecution is the government. The government is tasked to help those who is in need of legal uh, help or aid. Uh, uh, Sir, who is the acting chief PNP? Currently, it is Colonel Gerald Joe. I am not sure if he will be replaced soon due to some mm, circumstance, aka admin abuse. I don't know. Yes, a person named Samahan Davao. Sir, baka si Gerald, he allegedly killed people a while ago. As I have mentioned, we only receive cases from members of the public. Kung walang magre-report, if no one reports said uh, implications that the member of the national police killed someone, no one filed a case, and we have no idea, then we cannot conclude. Sir, bakit pinatay si Kobe kanina kahit nakadapa lang siya? As I have said earlier, he was apprehended and arrested. Nag-surrender na po siya. He surrendered himself. Meaning, I think he's alive. He is in NBI custody. Sir, what happened to former MILG? The former MILG has proven himself no longer fit for the job. No, I will leave it at that. If you guys think it was an abuse, file a case. That is my advice. I cannot answer uh, things pertaining to legal implications because I am not a judge anymore. If you think you were shot and intimidated, file a case. If you think someone declared a coup d'etat, file a case. We have a case for terrorism, espionage, ano ba? Ano na yung isa? Uh, I don't know. Sir, will AFP be deployed? No, they won't. My ministerial order released earlier revokes the memorandum issued by the Interior Ministry that will suspend all operations of the PNP. It was revoked already, so no need to deploy PNP. If you think there was a coup, I did not see reports of a coup. I think uh the fact that I am standing here right now is that there was no coup. And if there was, you can report it to the Minister of Justice and he can help you with filing a case. I will read questions from the chat box. Wait. Are we sure that the NBI has him in custody? As I saw in social media, which he was with in civilian clothing officers armed with high caliber firearms. I cannot divulge into details pertaining to national security, but I will assure you everyone that they are under investigation. The last time I checked, he was still in NBI custody, and those who say otherwise is lying. Can you please clarify what are the specific evidence led to the issuance of a warrant against Police General Kobe Wilbert? I was not entirely in the conversation that led to his warrant. Mm, my sources say that there was supposedly an arraignment held earlier and the accused or the defense did not show up, and that led to a release of a warrant. Will the CPNP be replaced if he is proven guilty? The chief of police will remain innocent until proven guilty, and I don't want to foresee the future that he will be held guilty. Uh, if he will be jailed, I don't think he can serve as CPNP. So we will find a way. I will just say that we will find a way. Can you confirm whether the alleged crime was committed in an official or personal capacity? Do you see any involvement within the Philippine National Police? Is this an isolated case? On the first question, uh, I believe it was committed, or the acts allegedly committed were in during an official business as PNP officer. So I think that answers the second questions. It is as evident, no, there are no other cases that is like this case that is with the courts. So I cannot say that this is an isolated or it isn't an isolated case. Sir, bakit kapag AFP ang pumatay, okay lang? Bakit kapag PNP, issue? Uh, I cannot really say, no, kung bakit ganon. Pero what is evident, kapag PNP, ay in this time, in this case, when the PNP allegedly killed someone, someone filed the case. I think that is the mistake or the misconception. If you were killed, whether by a civilian, if you were hurt by a civilian, a police officer, or even a member of the armed forces, I advise you, file a case. We cannot do anything if you are just jumping here, kung tatalon-talon ka lang diyan at magngangawa-ngawa ka, bakit po ako pinatay? Wala ho akong masasagot. I am not a judge. Okay, next question. Ah, ano daw? Sir, masasabi mo ba na isa ka daw sa mga sindikato sa Romblon? In English, is the Prime Minister a member of a syndicate? If you have evidence, challenge me in court. If you have an evidence. A person said, Sir, does the royal family have any statement following this incident or will they make money? First of all, I ask you, am I a member of the royal family? No, I am not. So can I answer matters pertaining to their discretion? No, I cannot. What is the opinion of the Office of the Prime Minister on the apology letter of the Jordan Kingdom? Uh, I say it was an apology. Yes, it was an apology, but I feel it lacked merits for it to be considered uh, from the heart. The Kingdom of Jordan will not pay reparations because they said it was just a joke and they retracted admission that they killed the king. Can you confirm whether the alleged crime was committed in an... nabasa ko na pala yan. What made Lian Argento the top choice for the Interior and Local Government Minister at this time? As I have said earlier, Mr. Argento proved himself worthy after extensive legal experience in regards with PNP. I know our Mr. Argente personally, and I will vouch for him that since 4 years ago, I was I have observed him to be in a leadership role in some kind within the interior local government. How long is Acting Chief Cheryl Joe expected to serve in an acting capacity? He will remain, as I have said earlier, until Kobe Wilbert has been declared not guilty or is able to return to his duties. So, after the recent incidents, will there be plans to have an independent review of PNP leadership following this case? I will first confer with my Interior Minister if there is a need for such a review. What I can give is that justice will be carried out. I just need all of you to cooperate. What I mean is that if you feel you have been wronged and you feel that you have the evidences to go and go and mm, go and file a case. I cannot answer. Again, I cannot answer to hypothetical questions because it relates to law. I might give prejudice to the trial if there will be a trial. If you had if you had problems with the carrying out of how the police general was arrested, please take it to court. Because I am not the court. Please take it to court. No? Questions po? What institutional mechanism successfully align the personal interest of government officials to public goals? Friends, my ministers will not take the job if they cannot do the job, or less they don't have interest with the job. So I think the question was a nonsense question. A question here says, Sir, ano masasabi mo sa mga human rights violations ng PNP? Sir, if you think there is any human rights violations committed by the Philippine National Police, I advise you file a case. I cannot do anything. And how to file a case, please go to the Supreme Court server and there is a guide there. The question here reads, there are rumors from the civilians who witnessed the following event of arresting of the former CPNP in Romblon City, that the acting CPNP that is newly appointed for temporary measures that he held in the resisting arrest that led to the shooting in the city of the former CPNP. I have, yes, recently, just now, given the report. I will confer with my cabinet and take further actions. How does the government plan to rebuild trust in law enforcement after this development? As I have said, I have tasked Minister Argente to lead the rebuild of the reputation of the national police in terms of law enforcement and make them better, no? For them to take on uh the jobs that they need to do. And in regards to safeguards to prevent similar incidents, yes, that is in the plan. And that in terms of political influence, I don't really understand why there would be any need or why would someone influence this politically. If someone was removed from office I assure you they were removed because they needed to be removed. Sir, if you think rich people in Romblon can commit crimes and not be arrested, I don't think that is my problem. If you saw someone committing a crime, then you should go and report it to the police. And the police shall report it to the prosecutions for them to be held to trial. Sir, what made you appoint Mr. Argente? As I have said earlier, Mr. Argente has an extensive mm, background in the interior minister. Alam niyo po, hindi na po ako nakakapagtimpe. I cannot help myself. There are members of the public in front of me that says the rich is above the law. And I believe these members are either law enforcers or normal citizens. If you believe that they are above the law and that you have proved it that way, I will resign. If you will prove it that way. Pero if you have just made accusations without any evidences, I cannot help you. And your hypothetical questions. I am currently ignoring the questions that are redundant, no? Please just watch the live stream, the replay of the live stream, and see if you have your questions answered. Sir, there are rumors that Romblon City is no longer safe and is full of syndicate civilians carrying out daily mass shootings that led to this incident where the former CPNP is on a trial. I don't think he is the former CPNP. He's still CPNP. He's just suspended. What measures are you taking to keep the city safe? As I have said earlier, I have tasked Minister Argente to bolster our law enforcement efforts, and that I will make sure that he will do a great job. He has assured me that he will do a great job. I saw earlier his messages, conferences with the PNP personnel, and that I believe they will do a great job together, and they are uh, what they call this, bonding really well. Was any rule violated during the arrest of the former CPNP? Should I guess? Maybe I know, maybe I don't. Am I the one who served the warrant? No. So would I know? No. When a warrant is released, brethren, I read the warrant earlier and it said to any peace officers. It means it's either PNP or NBI or any other law enforcement agencies that can enforce the warrant. When will the government support private businesses to start their operations in Romblon? Yes, that's a good question. Finally, a question with a sense. uh, as you have as you have saw yesterday, we have opened once again the Ministry of Trade in Industries and Employment, no? So 1111. So we welcome everyone who wants to register their business and assure that we will go uh, and support you once you need support. Sir, is the king still alive? Yes, sir. He just inspected the ranks of the FP earlier. He just came from home from the hospital, and the first thing he did was not to rest, but to go out to Romblon and inspect his troops as the commander-in-chief. A question says, have you seen the photo involving the armed men along with the suspended general of the PNP? As I have said earlier, I am just reiterating since it's a redundant question already. They are under investigation, and I cannot comment further. Sir, how's the condition of the king right now? He is well, he is good, he is still the king, and he will come back to official business, I believe, tomorrow. Sir, are you sure that at the business he was killed with a bullet to the neck? Should I believe that the king is dead when I saw him earlier in the afternoon? Is that what you're saying? No, I believe in ghosts, but I don't think ghosts can inspect the AFP troops, drive a Humvee, wear military uniforms, and laugh with me. So I don't think the king is a ghost. Sir, what do you think of the foreign affairs? What's that word I cannot read? Of Brazil and Korea. I'm just saying that we are keeping a very close tie with Brazil and Korea. How is your health condition? I'm good. I'm okay. Thank you for asking. Uh, to the question of Mr. Aquino, I am uh, referring that question to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Next question, please. The medias. I want to hear your voices. Don't I am like a weird person here. I am talking to myself. Sir, you Uggs.
We are present. We are present. Do not worry.
Finally, someone else's voice.
Yes,
I
we
was
are
talking to
alive, Prime Minister.
Yes, I am talking to myself for 30 minutes already. I feel I'm going to be crazy.
Well, Prime Minister, there is a question from the public. If you want me to ask it for you.
Yes, please. Yes, go ahead.
According to Dark Hunter 0128, sir, have you seen the photo involving armed men along with the suspended general of the PNP? Okay, never mind. Yeah, but PNP while cuffed. And what are your thoughts about it, sir? Well, they say it has been answered, so
Yes, it has been answered.
okay. So, Prime Minister, what is your upcoming vision for the Philippines after these new appointments? And alongside, what are your upcoming goals for the PNP sector?
Mm, okay. Uh, where did you read that?
That's just my random question, sir.
Can you please repeat the first part?
What is your upcoming visions after appointing the new Minister of, if I'm not wrong, Mr. Lian Ardiente
Yes.
as a new minister? What are your visions for the Philippines?
First of all, I have full confidence with my cabinet as of now. I have purged someone who I believe was not doing a very effective job. I thank him for his service, but we need a fresh air, and Mr. Argente will bring that fresh air to the Ministry of the Interior. And that my vision is that the PNP and other bureaus to be established under the Ministry of the Interior soon enough. I hope we will have a fire protection bureau. Huh? But my visions are the PNP to be a very good force that can handle the job that they need to do.
Mm. Well, thank you. Moving on, I would like to reuse the question that was asked by the proprietor named Jay. Uh, he previously asked you about what measures are you taking to keep the city safe due to the rumors of that Romblon City is no longer safe and is full of syndicate civilians carrying out daily mass shootings. So, how long are you expected that these upcoming measures to keep the city safe? How long will these safety measures take in order to fully enforce
Mm,
that, yeah, this wouldn't happen again?
mm-mm. So yeah. Uh yes. Uh as I have said, the Interior Minister is currently actually he is currently meeting with PNP personnel right now, and I think that is the first step for them to
Mhm.
actually go and keep the city safe because that is their job, no?
Mhm. Well, okay. Uh, yeah, I think KBS has questions, so let me please pass it to them.
May pag-asa po ba sa inyong administrasyon? Is there still any hope in your administration? I don't think there would be any reason for my administration to fail. Do you want me to fail? I hope you don't. Because when I fail, the kingdom fails. And what will happen when the kingdom fails? You fail. So what I need is cooperation from people who, who will help me to go and uh, make the country better.
So, what are you actually hoping from the citizens about to make the country better, aside of like corporations?
What I need is the support from the public to stop with the uh, hypotheticals. No? What if the kingdom fails? What if it fails? What if the PNP personnel stage a coup? What if the your cabinet does not have hope in you? What would We do. Are we? My
Mm.
question is that are we in that situation right now? No, we are not. So, right. No one can be prepared for entirely a failure. No, we all make mistakes. What I say is that you cannot be prepared for a failure, but you can prevent a failure. And that is what we are doing right now. We are trying, we hope.
Mm.
The plan to hold the government until there will be elections held. Kailan po
Prime
mamimili ng
Minister,
babaylan? Po, yes.
I have a final
Yes,
question.
sir.
As you mentioned, as you mentioned just now, if the citizens are not willing to take part to give you support, then there will be a chances of the nation just fails. Am I right?
No, I don't think so. We have the
Okay,
support of the crown, and we have the support of most of the people. Most of the people, I believe.
okay. Uh, Aside from that, the KBS correspondent is requesting you to Prime Minister to bring back him up to the stage again, as he has another question for you. Uh,
Yes, I'd love to hear him again. Yes, of course. There.
so you don't love to hear me again?
Do you want me to answer truthfully, or should I
Well,
sugarcoat it?
well, it would be personal if you answer truthfully here, and we might get some dramas upcoming, don't you think?
So I don't think I should answer it truthfully then.
It's better to not answer rather than being truthfully.
Yes. Okay. Can I hear from the KBS, please? I believe. Uh, the Minister of Justice himself is handling the prosecution against Police General Wilbert. Uh, yeah. And in the question of the call this, are there any more? Can you repeat it, please? Can you repeat the first part of the question, KBS? Di mo na rin maalala. Mhm. The plaintiff or the civilian plaintiff actually only implicated the police general and no one else. Mm. Any more questions? I was asked by the Minister of Justice to stall the press con because he is just coming home.
I think it's better for you to visit your MOJ.
He wants me to stall the press con for him to be in the press con. Sir, do we have a queen? I believe you should question or you should ask the king instead of me. But I am due
Mm-hmm.
finding a sorry. Wrong wrong thing. Yes? More?
I think that's it, Prime Minister.
Mm. Ah, sabihin na let's tell Saber Wellington that the media is calling for an end.
No, I mean, I'm not calling it for the end, but if there's
Yes? Mm. Mm. What? For now, yes, I think it would be the last because I have full confidence with with the state of my cabinet right now. Uh, I am just following the steps of President Bongbong Marcos when he entered half of his service. He reshuffled his cabinet. But anyway, I don't like him if that would you take from my statement. I don't like BBM, sir. Thank you, sir.
so are you the next Bongbong Marcos?
I don't think that is in any way related to this press con.
Mm, allegations then.
Uh, you think it yourself. You guys have your own minds. You are all smart. I will leave it to you.
Or are you trying to say that you are going to pursue any legal actions towards us if we are making a wrong statement?
No, I am not saying said things.
Okay, okay. No, rest assured. Yeah, we are on live stream, by the way, both of us.
I don't think I implicated anyone. I just said I don't like BBM.
BBM is still a real life entity, isn't it?
I don't care.
Oh,
Anyways,
wow.
questions.
Well, Prime Minister, would you mind to explain what actually happened to you during the previous meeting with the Japan? Suddenly you just say, hi vlog on the camera.
Uh, I believe that was not me. That was my twin brother.
Oh, your twin brother. And aside from that,
Yes.
why would he suddenly put up a sword in front of everyone randomly?
Ask him instead. Why me?
Okay.
Why ask me?
So will you pursue any legal actions upon him?
If he violated any law, sure. Sure, sure, sure.
Mm. All right, thank you. That would be very lovely.
No, no, the meeting with Japan was held by the Minister of uh, the Foreign Minister.
Mm-hmm.
It was not, they
So,
were not meeting me. They were not meeting me.
mm, so it was your twin brother. Are we allowed to make an article regarding that, Prime Minister?
Mm, I will leave it to you guys.
Okay.
Update from the Justice Minister. He says, "Eto na sir, malapit na sa bahay," which translates, "Sir, I am near my house."
Okay. I think it's time for you to visit his house if you have time.
Sir, what did KBS say? Yes, that is the purpose why I'm still here. Kaya ako nang dudog show kasi papunta daw siya.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Uh, my brother is dead.
Oh, oh. So- I'm so sorry to hear that, Prime Minister. Condolence, condolences.
Cardinal of the Holy Roman Church. His name was Zeferino Quintos III. He was my younger brother. He died just right now. I killed. Sorry, what?
Uh, Prime Minister, remember, you are still on live stream, by the way. Yeah.
No, I said he died out of cancer, liver cancer.
Oh,
He was an alcoholic. Yes.
so are you an alcoholic person too, Prime Minister?
Don't say that to me. Don't say that.
Okay.
Your lip.
Huh? Uh,
And water. I love water, guys.
uh,
I love water.
oh, okay. So, by any chance, Prime Minister, are you a sober?
But first, and wag na pala. Yes. Is it possible that I am a bipolar person? No, I am not a bipolar person.
Prime Minister, are you diagnosed with anything like ADHD, autism, or any that are related to of these conditions?
No, I am not.
Have you done the
I do know.
test?
I actually do know someone who is. He was former minister, president, or the prime minister of Taiwan. I believe his name
Oh,
was uh Springtime Thief. And
oh yes.
he said he was a bipolar or someone who had mental disorder for him to get out of the laws.
Uh-huh. Okay. So, Prime Minister, is it
Tagal naman ni
you
cake.
first?
Cake. Wife?
No, it's a husband.
Saan?
Yeah, we can confirm that the Prime Minister is gay.
Where? No, I am not confirming anything, guys.
So, are you, Prime Minister, do you support men having a husband?
I believe everyone has a right to be happy.
Gay is not happy. Gay is a sexuality. Would you confirm that with us? Can you confirm that with us?
If you love your brother, is not that being happy?
Huh? Oh, well,
Brother, I
um,
mean your best friend, your oh my
oh,
god.
okay, Prime Minister,
You
we should not go too personal as we are still on broadcast, and any violations, I shall charge you with extra fees for that. Well, for R-rated content, we should do in another episode, shall we? Okay. However,
Yes.
Prime Minister, I have a question. As you said just
Mm.
now, that the former Prime Minister of Japan, Taiwan, Springtime Thief, is a bipolar person. What is your reaction of him getting pregnant at 17 weeks, as he has stated in his bio? Are you surprised? Are you congratulating him, or what are your personal opinion of him being pregnant?
17 weeks. 17 weeks pregnant. I believe that person is listening to Tayori right now, right?
Well, this is just a quick research that I've made. You can look at the general channel. Well, in his bio, he confirmed that he's 17 weeks pregnant, which is a miracle for me, honestly. Okay,
Saber, ang bagal mo. Saber.
Saber Wellington as the king. Would you like to have a word
He
for
is
pardon
he
me,
is not the,
he's not the
he is not the king. He is a
oops.
prince and he is justice minister.
All right. Pardon me, because I'm new to here. It's been a long time since I've been disturbed by a lot of cases. I think you're aware of that. Furthermore, while waiting for the emoji to arrive, because you're saying that he's still apparently a few blocks, a few meters away, minutes away from his house. Well, I have no idea how long will
Mm.
it take, maybe hours. What's your personal opinion regarding BPM?
No comment.
No comment. All right. Well, Prime Minister,
You could,
I will
however,
attach. Uh-huh.
however, you could ask me for a comment for KBS's CEO. You know.
Oh, okay, Prime Minister. We know you are personally having some affairs with the KBS CEO,
What?
which I understand that. Not more than that,
What?
but a personal friendly conversation with the CEO of
What?
KBS. Don't worry, I wouldn't go more than that. I respect your personal bondings with the CEO of that.
We're what?
Well, Prime
I
Minister, if you don't mind, I've
Sir, why are you twisting my words?
Well, Prime Minister, do not worry. If you are worried of that, are you saying that this is also your brother? If you go look at the picture I've attached in general, Prime Minister. Hi guys, I am High Vlog, and then a picture of you jumping on top of people and holding that sword. And I'm sure that's a very long sword, and that sword is only given by you.
While I do have a very long sword, that is not me.
So are you saying that someone is Oh, well, this is still a 13 rated, but it's still valid question. Well, I can assure you the sword is quite long actually. As a viewer, I took a picture of that. My eyes were blessed by it. It was very long, but it was very thin, very sharp as well.
Mm-mm. Okay. Yes. What? Mm-hmm.
Well, I have the question to the KBS Chief Executive Officer. Well, I've received
Uh,
a few allegations. Okay, can. Well, it's
I'll
okay.
be
I shall text him.
I'll be taking my flash questions now. Please ask them. Hopefully they are serious questions.
Well, Saber Wellington is willing to say something. You can see he's raising his hands up.
I don't think he is. He just notified me that he won't be making it anymore and he still has to go through drive-through. He has to
To
fill his
McDonald's.
gasoline tank. Uh
Oh.
I've I believe he is rich because he can make pagas right now. So you guys should rob
I
him.
can't relate.
No.
I mean, if I have time, I will ask him to be my sugar daddy. Thank you.
Someone asked me what kind of sword it was. I believe it was a lightsaber.
Lightsaber, is it white or pink?
Oh, I don't want to divulge into details. Sorry.
Well, Prime Minister, I've been disconnected from the game because for being
Hmm?
Prime Minister, we
Who whose presence? Okay. God bless him.
who's
Ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves at a definitive moment in our nation. Tonight,
Mhm.
the House of Wellington and this administration have drawn a line on the sand, whether we are facing a treachery of a foreign regime or the internal failure of those sworn to protect us. Our response remains the same. Justice will be absolute. We have shown the world our capacity for restraint through the ASEAN meditation, but we don't seek for our patience to be mistaken for weakness. Simultaneously, we are purging our own ranks to ensure that no shadow of corruption or criminality remains within. We ask for your prayers for the continued uh anong tawag doon? For the continued healing of King Echo. Sana hopefully he won't be an adulterer anymore.
okay.
And for
Well, thank
your
you so much.
unwavering unity as we navigate these meaningful trials. I assure you, we will not falter, we will not retreat, we will secure the future of this kingdom at any cost. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat.
Thank you, Prime Minister. So is this the end?
This is the end.
Thank you. I shall end the live stream now. Is there anything you want to say to the viewers before I can clip that and make do another allegations?
No, sir. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
good. Good boy.